All right, hello. This is the developer of MythOS, and I'm just showing off the game again. Um, Done a couple of videos, but I haven't really been able to do a lot of like gameplay stuff. I did one, uh, but I'm just gonna kind of show off a little bit more of this Neo New York campaign. I'm actually right into it, not far into the campaign, but I've been playing it, and let me just bring up some things here. So I'm currently in a dungeon. Uh, I just like to make these smaller, but doesn't really matter the size of these things. I kind of like to position them. The AI does position them, but of course it's not perfect. So if you ever want to, you can. Anyway, I went through this floor already, and you can see I fought some monsters. See that? Okay. And this is my character here. He's the main character of this campaign. His personality is going to have to change. And this is, well, the class that I picked at the beginning, you pick a class. So I picked Shadow Lord, and then it kind of develops as you play. And basically, my power is to summon these spectral or shadow beings. And this is one of them. I can only summon one right now. His name is Obsidian. You can name them whatever you want. And obviously, every game's going to be different. So yeah, this is him, and he's with me. He's helping me conquer this dungeon. Okay. Now I don't know why he's also desperate. Maybe because I'm desperate. He's desperate. Whatever. So yeah, I just cleared this floor. I picked up the loot, and I believe I'm about to go to the last floor of this dungeon. And I've already gone through two floors. So you can see this is the floor above this one. Okay. Two monsters were on that floor. I killed them. And this is an abandoned ironworks, which is in Danger Zone A. Danger Zone A, okay, is part of the uninhabited zone. Okay, all right, this is from Outpost Alpha. That's an outpost, and it's there. And this is part of the uninhabited zone, which has three danger zones. I'm in Danger Zone A, which is the lowest danger level of the three danger zones, but it's still dangerous. And this is in the this is north. This area is actually north of the Bronx. This Bronx is here. So the uninhabited zone. This is where I am. And I traveled there from Queens North, which is down here in Long Island, and that's where I live. And then I kind of traveled. As it was a as the story progressed, just there's like a maglev transportation. So I took that all the way up here, and I went into this dungeon. And what's really cool about this is that you can set all different kinds of rules for the dungeons and stuff. I mean, well, you can set a lot of different rules for a lot of different things, but um, with this campaign, which I released with the game, which comes with the game, and I'm kind of crafting the rules for it. And there's a lot of rules here, but the AI does a really good job of following them. So I have a whole thing on dungeons. So how they, like where they could pop up, they have ranks, how many monsters you could find in different kinds of dungeons at different levels, really. So I based the number of monsters on levels, and also the number of floors is based on the rank of the dungeon. So the AI will create that, it'll roll dice to determine how many floors does this dungeon have? How many monsters are you gonna fight on this floor? So I set up the rules like that. It works really well. So I just finished this battle. These guys aren't very strong, honestly. See, it's just level 4, level 1. This one is level 7. I'm level 14. And I also um, configured the leveling rules. These are the rules for leveling. And I can configured it so that my summons match my level. They don't get experience. They just match my level. And you could set it up any way you want. You could be like, my summons will be 10 levels lower than me or 5 levels lower than me, or whatever you want. And originally I even had like a whole thing where it was, from level 1 to 20, my summons will be 10 levels lower than me with a minimum of level 1. So, right now he would have been level 4, but I decided to change that because I felt it was a little too weak. Um, but it depends on how you want to play. And then I set it up where, by level 40, it'll be your summons will only be a few levels lower than you. Then eventually, once you reach like level 60, they'll be the same level as you. So you could set up all these different tiers, all these different rules, and the AI will follow really well. And there's also uh, rules for how many summons I can have. So I can only have one summon right now, but once I reach level 20, I'll be able to summon another one of these shadow beings. And eventually I'll be able to create armies, maybe, of shadow beings, which will act as armies on the world map or on the maps of the world. And something I just wanted to check. Right now I have Fog of War off, so I can see everything that's going on. But normally you would turn that off. Otherwise, it's kind of cheating. So that would be here. See, Fog of War. I have it off right now so I can kind of check everything. Um, is the Corpo Council. They're the rulers of Neo New York. Well, they're kind of a loose. They don't really rule so much. I mean, they kind of rule. It's really like a council of CEOs and stuff. This guy's in charge. He's kind of a figurehead. But anyway, they're the nominal uh, government of Neo New York. Okay, so it's kind of like this futuristic, although it's not that much future, but 2095, but like futuristic cyberpunk uh, ability story, like abilities and corporations and guilds. Really, it's about the guilds, these hunter guilds, these awakened hunter guilds. So I'm just checking him because this guy, he is supposed to be going to fight some monsters. Let's see. So he's heading to the monsters. He's supposed to be heading to the monsters. What he's doing. And move. See, we are here. I wonder where it is. Maybe he's not here. Where is this army? It's not here. Oh, it is there. What's the problem with this army? Let me check. So these armies are just sitting here. I don't know why. They run out of supplies or something? Yep, they got supplies, they have morale, everything looks good. Alright, what about the other one? Um, this guy's not doing it. He's just holding position. Okay. Well, I'm assuming these guys are gonna do something eventually. But yeah, there's like a rampaging monster army right now. So this monster horde, which is rampaging somewhere. They've been attacking convoys. Is that them there? Yeah, that's them. Okay. They've been attacking convoys, causing mayhem. And I'm kind of waiting for that army to go and do something about it. But back to our story here. Let's explore the last floor. Okay, so Obsidian and I head down to the last floor. You can move these things around and pretty much put them where you can lock them in, you can anchor them, you can put them to the front, whatever you want. Customize your HUD, any way you like. Now I've gone down to the third floor. We have not generated an image for this floor. Well, at least not for the grid. So it does have an image. As you can see, it becomes the background. Let me generate a grid. I should have done that already, but whatever. I should add an option to auto generate grids. Oh, look at this. This one's got a lot of boxes. Floor. It's even got. Is this a box of some kind? I guess this is a new monster created. Or new. What is this thing? This thing's kind of strong. It's going to be a little bit of a tough battle. And it must have created a new. The AI has the ability to create new monsters if it feels the need to. So this is like the last floor, so I guess it feels the need to create a new kind of boss type monster. Um, see what we got going on. Oh yeah. Let's give it an image. As you can see, it did a very good job creating um, this thing. It made only one mistake, which was adding this next level XP thing. So sometimes, unfortunately, AI hallucinates stuff. It's not supposed to add something like that. See, these don't have. But it did a really good job. It only hallucinated one thing. Not a big deal. I can just remove that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit. I'm going to delete this because that should not be there. Oh, it did delete it. Okay. All right, it's gone. Thanks. Industrial ruins at Frank. All right. Looks kind of cool. So normally when it creates a monster, it uses the same image that's in the card, but this one didn't have an image yet since it's a new monster, so I'll just generate an image for it. But if you already established all these monster cards, and whenever it creates that monster, it will use the image. This is the image that's on the monster card. And the monster cards are really cool. I like the way they look and how they function. The AI can use them, they can create new ones. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's see. How am I going to do this? It's level 9. Now, normally you wouldn't be able to see all the information, so let's turn that off so that we're not cheating, right? All right, so now I don't know the levels. I don't know. Stick him in my party because it's not showing me his information, which is normal because technically he's not in my party. So I'm going to add him to my uh, to, to pay him. So he's now part of my party. So now I can see all his info, and that's the way it should be. Right? So let me bring my party menu up. Party manager, there we go. Right? So how am I going to do this now? I don't actually have any attack abilities yet, as my main thing is summoning these spectral soldiers. But and I also have like a shadow sensibility, which is very useful because it allows me to sense all kinds of stuff. That's all right. Obsidian's pretty strong, and he's got an ability himself. So I'm going to send him this thing pretty strong. Uh, Not too worried about these things. So I think I should just go for the boss. And then again, I could kill this thing pretty quickly. I'm gonna s- I I'm gonna send a telepathic message to City, and you do that by using the tilde here. So attack the ironworks. Here, I will attack the nearby trust. As you can see, it's like a TTRPG or an RPG or a strategy, like a tactical strategy RPG. At least at this level, right? And it also has all kinds of strategy stuff related to it. But I'm right. This campaign isn't really a strategy type of campaign. Although eventually I do plan to run my own guild, but it'll be more like a management rather than like strategy. There's only one political organization in this campaign, and that's the Corpo Council. So, I mean, their main job is just to kind of like fight off those monster hordes and also pay the guilds to do jobs. All right, so what happened here? All right, so as you can, Obsidian moved towards the Ironworks Overseer. Okay, and looks like did I miss? First 10, blah, blah, blah. Looks like I missed. Okay, I attack Rust Town, and Obsidian charges towards Ironworks Overseer. I could probably just hit the continue button. If I didn't type anything and I just hit the button, it'll continue, but I do like to kind of type it in just to make sure that there's no like misunderstanding with the AI. There's also these attack buttons and such, which I could also use, but I tend not to use these too much because they can't really do the same level of detail as typing it in. I do have to do a little bit more testing with these buttons to make sure they work for all, different. All right, so as you can see, I hit this guy pretty hard, much stronger than him. So he's not even level 10, I think. And you can see here Obsidian Mist, I guess. Yeah, Obsidian Mist. So I need to quickly finish off this. Wondering if I should really kind of want to. I don't want to leave I sent Obsidian there because if he dies, I could just summon him again. I still have mana, so I can still summon him if I need to. I can summon him about 4 more times. So I set it up so that when I summon, when a monster, when one of my summons dies, I can use my summon ability again and bring it back. They don't really die; they're just shadows anyway, right? So I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm just gonna resend this. So doing the same thing. The narration is really good too. You can see like how it describes the battles. You can really kind of read it and get into it. Obviously, it's not meant to be, fast paced or anything. It's meant to be, you position yourself. Oh, there's another one. I didn't even see that one. Okay. um, yeah, so it meant to be like, like a TTRPG, right? And the AI does a really good job of uh, describing everything. You see, looking at this, 10 net damage. Okay. So I took out one of the monsters. As you can see, he's dead. And I'm a little worried about Obsidian getting surrounded by these guys because they'll get a bonus. I mean, I don't mind if he dies. I could summon him again, but I don't want to waste mine if I can because I don't know. This guy is kind of strong, the overseer, so I don't want to be left fighting him by myself. I guess I'll just kill this guy first. I'm gonna have him attack the Rust Town because that's weaker. Maybe I can get rid of it. I don't think he's not gonna do any significant damage to the Ironworks overseer right now. So I mean the Rust Town's basically in range, so it's not a problem. And yes, combat takes into range as flanking. So with 2 monsters on him, it'll be easier for them to hit him. Now, I didn't implement stacking flanking, so it's not going to matter if 2 or 3 are around him. I might have to rethink that and maybe give additional bonuses for multiple flanking. I guess, oh, it looks like he's using overwork science. He used his mana. Look at that. See, he definitely did some abilities there. I should have been reading it better, right? um, let's see, what did he use? Let's see. Oh, he got hit. Uh-oh. See, I'm worried about that. I better rush over there. I guess. Curious what abilities he has on me. Let me turn off follow because I want to see. I've probably created some abilities for himself. Let's see. Oh, okay. So he's got grinding slam and restore. What is this? Oh, this is cool. Created it without a description, but this is a cool ability. And debuff. Oh, look at that. It gives him -2 to his AC. Debuff. Say AoE. I'm assuming he either used this or did he use the aura or did he use the attack? I don't know because I wasn't really paying attention. All right, so this is a mistake. It should have created a description here. I'll have to take a look and see why that's. It's probably just a. It's probably my fault. I probably missed making an example of putting the description in there or something like that. So let me see. Well, what did he use? I'm curious. I'm just curious what he used. Unknown caller. Oops, got a phone call. Sorry about that. Anyway, let me see. Overseers. No, I don't see anything here. The Shadow Soldier. Pivoted. Yes. What did he use? Hmm. I'm not sure. Oof, we hit him hard. What shot did he hit him by? Oh my gosh. He hit him by 57 damage. Oh my god. What did he do like a what did he do? How much damage can this guy do? Let me see this. How did he hit him so hard? 1d10, so it can't be that. His regular attack. It's 2d10. 2d10. So that's 20. And then he probably has like a regular bonus. A 2d10 plus 14. That's 34. But what? How did he hit him by 57? I don't know where that's coming from. I'm gonna have to look into that. How the hell did he hit him by 57? That's a big hit. I'm a little scared of this guy now. Still not seeing what did he do? What did he must have used his attack ability. I don't think he used his yeah, he didn't use his just trying to like figure out what's going on in this battle a little bit because I didn't really pay attention to the dialogue as I was doing it because I was just kind of testing. I should have read it well. Anyway, he hit him hard. I'm gonna rush over there and help him. Rush over to attack the spark wire sent to me like rid of these things. And obsidian also attacks the spark wire. So I'm not going to be able to reach though. So unfortunately, I'm only going to get like to the middle, and then it'll say I'm out of range. I'll have a ranged attack. So oh, okay. So it thankfully the spark wire centipede decided to come at target me instead of uh, obsidian. So now Okay. Both attack the works overseer. Let's do that. See what happens. The other Rust Town's only level 6, so not too good. I do want to kill it though, just so I can get so it doesn't have a bonus. See if we can hit this thing. And this is really crazy because I remember when I was playing D&D and like I thought it was so cool that I could play D&D online with my friends, and it had like maps and it had little tokens and you could move the tokens around and play on the map, but the GM had to do all that. So to me, this just like it just blows my mind because I'm it's like the same thing, but I don't have to move anything. Like it's moving and the AI is taking care of all of this stuff. Like otherwise, this would have been, for example, my job as the game master or the dungeon master, telling the story, telling everyone what's going on, moving all the pieces, and all that kind of stuff. So to me, this is like amazing. All right, so it looks like I got hit. I got hit pretty hard too. Let me see. It's 20 HP. Okay. I do. I do want to kill this damn thing. So I attack the. Uh, you know what? I'm just gonna press the button here. Let's try it and see what happens. I have to work on these buttons, but I do want to. I attack Michael Rivera. That's not right. Whoops. I should probably. Well, let's see what happens. I'm curious to see what happens. That's definitely not right. I have to work on those buttons. So you'll have to maybe. Oh, maybe because that's it. Yeah, it failed anyway. All right. Yeah, it failed. Okay. I hit the wrong button. That's why I'm really supposed to go. I think. All right. I'll have to work on those buttons. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Let me just get rid of this because I don't want it polluting anything. I attack the iron and obsidian attacks the rust. Yeah, those buttons and stuff were like things that I put in early on, and I just kind of let them go by the wayside. But that's definitely something I need to figure out better because obviously you have multiple people in your party. You want to be able to hit the button and target with different people, etc., and have it all kind of like come together. Or otherwise, I'm going to remove the buttons because I put them there for convenience, so you don't have to type every time. But I haven't really developed them. I kind of have to think about how it's going to work. But I mean, that's not like a difficult thing. I just have to kind of plan it out, decide what I want to do with that. Point is, combat works. At least like, gosh, I'm getting hit hard. Did he miss? Come on, Obsidian. This guy's useless. It's just a shield. I'm gonna. I seriously need to. Oh boy, I need to use. I use a stim pack, restoring 50 health, and I attack Ironworks, Overseer, Obsidian, attacks the rest town. Can you please kill the rest town? I want to get a bonus on this thing. Yes, you can use an item and also attack. I didn't really put too many limitations on stuff like that, so I'm just going to kind of leave that to the player to decide what they want to be able to do. I mean, you could probably add it into the game laws, like you can use one item and one attack, or you could probably add additional things into there. Um, well, this thing is really powerful. Let's see what happens. I might have to cheat to win here. This thing is stronger than I thought. I wouldn't be able to hit the damn thing. So what is his Isaiah 16? All right, I should be able to hit that. My attack is pretty decent. I get +7, so it's not bad. All right, let's see what happened here. Okay, so I did get my health back, but then I got hit again. Ugh, this guy's tearing me apart. Jeez, 64 damage? I gotta take a step back. This thing is like targeting me. He is not letting me go. And we can't hit him. We just can't hit him. I'm gonna have to cheat, I guess. Let's see. I use stim pack, restore 50 health, and obsidian, and I attack the enemy. There's only one left. This guy's only one left. Let me see. Miss math. Jeez, man, can you roll better, please? 3? A 3? Oh, look, see the bonus for flank is in there. Excellent. I still couldn't hit though, because I rolled a freaking 3. That's crazy. I should be able to roll better this time. Hopefully Obsidian will too. We only need to be to 16. It's not terrible. We can both just pound on this guy, and if he can miss me a couple times, he's going to keep hitting me, don't probably. I only have one more stim pack, so I'm might be kind of screwed here. I'm going to have to pull back and let Obsidian tank him or something. Assuming he lets me. I should probably put something in where, like, they can't, maybe they can't move. Oh, awesome. We got it. We got it. That was lucky. What's luck, all right. This time I was able to get healed and not get pounded on too badly. And we were able to hit him and do some damage. He's got 80 health left though. Oof, it's tough. I'm gonna have to use my last stim pack, I guess. I got one more stim pack. What does this do? Just nothing. I picked this up. I don't know. Still, I picked that up as loot. Um, I got one more stim pack, so I'm just gonna use it. Use my last stim pack, storing 50 health, and obsidian, and I attack the ironworks. I'm hoping he will miss one more time. If he misses one more time and I get healed, I think we'll be, and if we hit, I'll be in a good position. Otherwise, I might have to fall back and let Obsidian tank him for a little bit, assuming he doesn't follow me. Come on, get some good dice rolls. These purple things, by the way, is that they have tags. So those tags could mean different things. It's saying I'm desperate because in my bio, my personality was depressed and hopeless because, well, it's part of the backstory. Basically, he was an F rank guy who had no hope of progressing, and so he was just desperate. So it hasn't left me yet, but this is something which is narrative, and I could, once I think once I reach rank E, I think that'll go away. So let's see what happened here. Success. All right, so I got my health back, and I did some damage. Nice. I did a good amount of damage. Yes, I might actually win this battle without having to cheat. It's down to 53 health. Awesome. And he is still doing some damage to me though. I really want to pull away. Obsidian is useless as usual. He is not fulfilling his role of tanking for me because the thing is targeting me. He is just not hitting. Did he even go? Let me see what happened. What did he do? Oh, he missed. He missed. That's why. Come on, Obsidian. All right. Let's see if I can get him. Let's see if I can. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can get Obsidian to draw its attention so it leaves me alone. Because Obsidian has a DR of 12, the damage reduction, so he can take some hits. Plus, I can just resummon him, so it would be great if the monster would target him and not me. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Okay. All right, great. So he was able to draw its attention, I guess. Uh, did he? No, did he draw its attention? Did he take damage? Yes, he did. Yeah, it did. He did draw its attention. Awesome. Good job, Obsidian. That's your job to just be a hunk of metal. Um, he's finally doing his job as being my tank, my shield. I mean, he hasn't hit this thing at all. Keeps missing. Look, he rolled a one. Wow, you suck, Obsidian. No, I shouldn't say that. He's tanking for me. He's doing a good job. He's doing his role. I think I might actually be able to win this battle. Gonna have to buy some more stim packs though. Buy a few this time. I didn't buy. This thing has 40 HP left. All right, we might be able to win. Okay. Making some moves here, but I'm not really kind of getting around it. So, but we're doing pretty good. You can see where it says like Rusttown failure. Rusttown is dead. It's because unfortunately, AI is like it's kind of dumb. So it's got things in sort of its vision. So sometimes, like if you don't put certain checks in, it could try to act like the dead people. But thankfully, I put in those checks, so even if it hallucinates or uh, it for some reason gets caught up with one of these other monsters that are dead, it can't do anything. So as you can see, you could just ignore rust. Yeah, failure. Of course, it's dead. So obviously, it cannot act. All right, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Where this thing is almost dead. It's down to 30 HP. And Obsidian is holding up well. He's holding up. We don't need this anymore because he's almost done. So I'm just gonna come in with that. And oh, we got him. Yeah, all right. We did it. Michael broke right, boots skidding on a patch of flaking rust as he sprinted around the overseer's hulking flank. The golem's furnace heart flared a furious orange, its ancient gears grinding in protest as it swiveled its massive torso to track the movement. The Scythian did not relent. The shadow soldier lunged from the front, its silver eyes blazing as it drove the shadow blade toward the overseer's chest in a silent, precise thrust. See, the narration is really good. Like it kind of gets you, if you really read it and take the time to kind of get into it, it does a really good job. Sparks erupted where the blade met rusted iron, and the foundry filled with the shriek of tortured metal. The overseer raised one colossal corroded fist. Gears screamed inside its shoulder, then brought it down with the force of a collapsing skyscraper. The air splitting as the blow sought to crush Obsidian into the floor. A catwalk finally gave way in the eastern gallery, crashing into the abyss, and a burst steam pipe vented a scalding white geyser that momentarily hid the combatants from view. And we were able to kill it. All right. Excellent. I I breathe, let's see, rapidly as adrenaline pumps in my brain, finally realizing it's over. Search around for loot. Yeah, so the battle just ended. So basically it hasn't done the rewards yet because that basically it's happening after, right? Because that round they all died. So now it's going to reward us now. So let's see what happens. I'm going to get experience based on what I wrote in my game laws. So I put 50 experience points per level for regular monsters and 100 for a boss per level. So I'm going to get a good amount of experience, but I also need a lot of experience. As you can see, my goal is 5,000 at 1,277. So I need a little bit less than 4,000. So, and I also get experience for clearing the dungeon. So this might level me up. Let's see. Which probably should level me up. Those monsters are pretty low level. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. And it's also going to drop items on the floor. All right. Oh, I got a level. Nice. See? Nice. How much? Got to level up. Very cool. I really like this green thing. It doesn't show up unless I edit them. I have to look at that. I do like that. It's a different color and everything. Probably some kind of formatting thing I have to look into. But anyway, these are all the items that dropped. See the eye? Um, if you don't have something to generate images, then it just will be an eye. And then you click on it, it tells you what it is. But since I have an image generator, it's slowly generating images for all these items you can see. So I have it set to auto generate. So what is this? This is an overseer's monarch. What it should be valuable. Okay, $2,000. Not bad. Not bad. What is this? This is a power cell. Okay. $150. This is a scrap metal, $50. Oh, I'm gonna make a lot of money with this. And I also have it set up where these dungeons, when you conquer them, they stay for a certain amount of time. And as part of the story and everything, I have a connection to um, someone who has like scavenging crews, and they're independent scavenging crews. I don't belong to any guilds, so I don't have my own scavenging crew. And I call her up, and she takes 30% of the cut. She sends her crew in, they scavenge it, and then I don't know, a day later or whatever. Uh, I didn't set up like a time frame. Maybe I should say like it takes a certain amount of days to scavenge a dungeon. I didn't, so usually they'll just give it to me the next day. Basically, I will get a lump sum of money from the scavenging, and I've already completed 2 dungeons. So you can see my money right now is $75,000. I started out with $1,000, and right in the first dungeon, I got an additional 5,000 because it was just part of like kind of the story where like some adventurers got killed there, whatever. I took their money, so I had like 6,000 to start basically. So just in a few days, I've made 70,000, and I'm gonna probably make another $30,000 from this, I guess. But a lot of that was from the dungeons that got scammed. So I conquered the dungeons, and the 2 dungeons I got about a little bit less than 60,000, like $58,000 from the scavenging. So that's a really cool thing, like that you can do stuff like that, and the AI keeps track of that too. So it's really cool. You can see here, like in the AI notes, let's see, unpaid debts. See, this is already done. Support, blah, blah, blah. It's going to say, it's up 300. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, this is just telling me I have a contract. I kind of have like a contract with her, at least in the past. This is when it's been 70/30, so it's pretty good. Um, all right, so all the items have dropped, so I'm gonna start picking these up. And you can just tell, like the AI, you can just say, I go and pick up all the items or whatever, or you could just do it manually. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's just this way I don't have to waste a turn. I don't have to, do a turn to do this. I just pick them all up. And then I can kind of take a look at all these things. Um, it's a good amount of items. I'm gonna make a nice amount of money from this dungeon. And I need a lot of money though, because like if I want to start my own guild, I'm gonna need a lot of money to do that. So I'm nowhere near close, even though I've almost made 100 grand. I'm thinking probably gonna need at least $1 million to kind of start my own guild. So I'm now level 15. Let's take a look. See what I got here. Let's This is worth a lot of money too. Good. This is worth a lot of money. This is worth a lot of money. All right, so this is going to make me a few $1,000s, and then of course when I this dungeon scavenger makes some real money. And I think I got strength, right? So it is, gave me 1 point in intelligence. Okay, that's fine. I've also been giving myself some extra points, even though I have it set to only give 1.1 stat a level. You can change that. And, the way I coded it, there's a lot of like fancy things in the background, but basically, it has a way to determine like what kind of stats would be important to specific types of characters. And then it gives points based on sort of like a weighted type of thing. So yeah, you're going to see characters who are heavily focused on certain stats, which kind of fits what they are. So in my case, though, since I'm special, I get more points. So I just kind of manually added some points for myself. So at least for now. So I'm going to give myself an additional 2 points. Really want to get these up. I want to get my charisma. Like, I know, like when you play games normally, like charisma is not really something you want to focus on, but in a game like this, charisma is actually way more important because it'll affect your interactions with everybody. So you do want to have some good charisma. My charisma is trash because, oh my God, it was trash. Into my relations. I'm building relations with people, which is cool. All right, I'm doing pretty good. I don't want anyone to know that I completed this dungeon. So, all right, so I don't want anyone to know that I completed another dungeon. So I will have to contact Ray out there. Yes, her to keep it secret if she wants to keep working with me. You Obsidian, getting stronger. I ask, uh, walking back to walking back while leaving the dungeon, while leaving the dungeon. I also want to see what some of these other guilds are doing. Um, normally you would be able to see all this stuff because usually it's hidden by the fog of war, but I do want to check and see what's going on with all these people. They're just doing economic. These are just fluff things that give them some money or something. They're just so they have nothing else to do. They can just do things like that. Oh, look at this. Look, they're exploring a dungeon. See that? As I put in the rules that one of the agendas is to explore dungeons. All right, so we have come up to, well, we've gone up a floor. We need to keep going. So, yeah. Obsidian is now also leveled up because he is supposed to match my level. So, he got a point in agility. Okay. Excellent. So now his AC is a little bit higher. He's kind of falling behind with the AC. His armor isn't anything special. Well, it is good because it has a high DR, but it's He'll need to get some better equipment eventually. Maybe when he gets a higher level, he'll have some better stuff. Okay, looking good. You leave the abandoned works, head back to you want to go back to the perimeter base, I guess. Back to the base in here. As you can see, I'm walking up the hierarchy. I'm going through the dungeon. Um, Heading back to the base that's in danger zone. Well, then I got to head back to the maglev station, which is at a different base in the gateway, which is sort of the buffer zone between the inhabited zone of the Bronx and the uninhabited zone further north. All right, so we made it to the perimeter outpost alpha base. There isn't any like notable characters here. There's obviously people here, but we walked for 2 hours. Okay, so now we got to head back to. Let's see, we back to. We need to leave the uninhabited zone. So we are in the uninhabited zone, but close to the Bronx. So we need to head to this base here at Gateway Garrison. Which has the magnet. Okay. So we need to head to the Gateway Garrison. And something I do here is I'm gonna do this. So instead top, go like this. So this way, I like to do this. This way I can kind of have the map here, and then anything I want to have on top here would be on top. So this, and then I will put some things also on top here. Let me put my party tab on top so I can see who's in the party. Click on the sheets and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And then so we're gonna head to the head to France. We're gonna head to the gateway base. Okay. We have obsidian should be obsidian. It's hiding in my shadow, so no one can see him. I head towards the gateway base and the maglev station. I can also send him back to the shadow realm. And you can see here's the shadow. So the shadow realm is just basically a pocket dimension that I set up. I created it, and that's kind of where they stay, my shadows, you know, with me. And my goal right now is to get to level 20. So I'm well on my way to my goal. A few more dungeons, and I will have reached level 20. You can control the speed of your leveling and all that stuff. Like I like a slower progression, but if you want a faster progression, that's perfectly fine. Just make it so that monsters give you more experience. You know, double it or triple it if you want. Let me check something. I'm just curious why this doesn't. I'm not generating a grid for this. Must not have generated a grid, I guess. I just want to make sure I'm in the right place. So, Gateway Garrison. I just want to make sure I'm actually here. I should be here. Gateway Garrison. Oh, here's the maglev. So I guess I really did not generate a grid for this for some reason. Okay. Let me generate a grid. If you don't generate a grid, it just looks like this. And you could change the colors and stuff though, like you could do different colors. So if you can't generate images for some reason, you can do that and just kind of customize it. But I'm using Comfy UI, so I can generate as many pictures as I want. There we go. I'm in the magnet station. It's not supposed to, sometimes it draws all these little things there, but I don't mind that so much. What happened here? Let me see something. Edit the text. What happened? What's going on? Sometimes, as you can see, the AI does these weird things, Like, why did it add those weird symbols in there? That's so strange. But unfortunately, it's AI and that happens. So it's not a big deal. All right. So we finally another couple of hours and we finally made it back here. So now it says the next train is in 20 minutes. Okay. So wait. I wait for the maglev train and then head means able to. Let's see if it remembers. Let's see if it I don't know if it's gonna remember to actually charge me the money, but we'll see. And that has to be in context. It might not be in context because I only have it set right now to like 20 messages in context. So it might already be over 20 messages since I came back, since I've been here. Whatever. Wait for the maglev train, head back to Queens North. I'm gonna go to the bazaar and sell my stuff and try to make sure that nobody knows what I did, hopefully, because I've already conquered 2 dungeons and now people are paying attention to me, and I don't like it because I'm only rank F. Gotta get stronger. So I'm trying not to take too many jobs from like the guilds, and I'm trying not to let people know. I've already let too many people know, so I can still kind of play it off. All right, so I'm back here. I'm gonna send Obsidian back to the shadow, I think. No, I'll leave it with me. He doesn't have the hidden tag, I think. Does he? No. I can tell it to have since like Obsidian is hiding in my shadow. So he should be hidden and no one can see him. I head to the awakened bazaar. Let's see. I don't know if it charged me $50 for the I can't remember what my money was. It might have charged me $50. But I'm not let me see. Let's see if it did. So I'm gonna check the tech log. It did. It charged me $50. Look at that. That makes me really happy. It actually did it. Look at that. Charged me $50. Okay. Did all these actions. Look at that. Perfectly. Did everything perfectly. Very happy about that. So now I'm gonna head to the Awakened Bazaar. I'm gonna check and see if the AI does a good job with keeping Obsidian hidden. He's supposed to be in my shadow, so nobody should be able to see him. All right. Just gonna some people here. You can move the tokens around if you chuckle. I was just up in the Bronx, you know, looking for scrap, lots of nonsense, nothing big. I do have loot to sell, but hoping for your discretion. I don't want any more information about me leaking out. Can I trust you? Willing, take a bit less money. If it, otherwise, I need to find a new dealer. Let's see. Is she willing to keep me a secret? I mean, I've built a little bit of a rapport with her, so I think she'll be willing to. Plus, I'm bringing her money, so bringing her goods, bringing her stuff. Oh, look, she's got all the stuff that I sold her. Okay, she's got a bunch of stuff that I've been selling her. I guess she hasn't not unloaded these things yet. No, I probably need to, probably gonna need to figure out a way, like, I have to code something, like if you sell something to a merchant or whatever, they turn that into eventually into money or something like that. Oh, look, she's haggling with me. Uh-oh. Do I wanna? All right. This deal is only good until good while. All right, so I'm gonna make a deal with her now. So she's haggling with me. She's making a deal, and the AI is instructed to do this kind of thing. So, and it also looks at your, your charisma and stuff like that. So she's looking to make a deal with me. But I'm willing to take this deal, but you have to agree to something with me first. The deal is only good while I'm independent. Once I'm running my own guild, this deal will be null and void. Agree? So then we can shake hands on it. Sting you, keep you. Deal is over. See what she says. I don't know about you, but this is pretty impressive to me, and it's just, I feel like I'm really immersed in an RPG, basically. And what's cool about it, it's an RPG that I myself created, and obviously I'm sharing with other people and they can play it. But like I created this story, I mean I created this world, and I'm playing in it. All right. She's playing. I like the way that it did her. It's good. And as you could see here, look, I'm looking, and you can always check this out, so you can see all of like what's going on in the background. So this is just dialogue here, but look here. It says here social update. Michael Rivera and Vayner Kloss are now neutral. So you could see our relationship went up. But also, it doesn't just do relationship, there's also disposition. And this is a little different from relationship, and this is another way that characters are interact and are affected. So, um, and you can also see here, let's see, record chronicle. That means this is being put into the chronicles. So it's like kind of like news, so to speak. And that news could be just related to you, or it could be bigger and like global news. So it looks like my relationship went up by 2, which is good. So now we have a relationship that's 9, out of 100. So we're still neutral, but we have a decent, we have a working relationship. And you can see here that all right. So look, our trust towards me went up, and her sentiments towards me went up. So that's a good thing. Okay. So the higher that is, better. So she trusts me a little bit, and she has some good feelings towards me. Nothing crazy, but it's on the up. All right. So that's what matters. Mm. I show once I'm running my own guild, I will need a quartermaster. We'll need a quartermaster and someone take care of scavenging. I mean, obviously they who knows if they think I'm really going to succeed with that, but think about it. I show her the goods. I show her the items I looted from the dungeon. Um, she does try to not really rip me off, but she does try to get, haggle with me. So let's see what she offers. Let's see what she offers me for all this stuff. So let's see, it's 2,000, 2,800, 3,300, 1,450, 500, 7, 8. So it's definitely, I have stuff here worth over 4,000. See what she offers me. Let's see what she says here. See. Oh, how much are you offering for the items? Notes of what we're doing here, so that's good. Let's see. 1,200. She's taking a big cut here. All right, she's giving me a good amount for the actuator though. Another six. The rest of the scrap the fang off. 3,100 New York dollars. All right, that's actually not a bad price. See, I like how like obviously she's got to make her cut. So all of it together was probably like I don't know, maybe 4,500 or less, and she's giving me 3,100 or whatever for everything. So that's not. It did a really good job of doing all that, which is very impressive. I don't know if you guys realize, how cool that really is. Then I'm gonna go back to my apartment and then I'm gonna make a phone call. I'm gonna make a phone call to Rhea, who is a person working at the Jersey Farms base, scavenging. She has her own cruise, I guess. Anyway, and she gets a good deal. 70/30 is a pretty good split. So I mean, I don't know about you guys, but all of this to me is, I've been playing games for a very long time. And it was always been my dream that I could play the game that like any kind of game, any way I want, basically. That was always my dream. Like I want to be like the guy who starts with nothing and maybe I become a king or maybe I become a famous inventor or whatever. That's why I really got into like um novels, like isekai novels and stuff, which they always kind of struck a chord with me, and it just always fascinated me that I could, you know, go to different worlds and do different things, and it was always like the game that I wanted to play. So the stories and the anime and the manga, whatever, they it always drew me in because it was almost like that, even though I couldn't really play it or whatever, but it was almost like that. So to me, this is just amazing that I'm able to do this, that I'm able to make this game, and that um, it really is just letting me play what I want to play and do what I want to do. All right, so let's see what they say. And let's do business for us same time next week. Next week, maybe in a couple days. I've been killing these dungeons. I might want to skip a couple days though, just to have a little bit more time pass. Yeah, because if you don't keep things secret, like people will in fact find out. Like rumors spread and people hear the news. So like I didn't show it here, but like when I did my first dungeon, I cleared my first dungeon by myself. When I got back here and I was doing this and that, one of the guild leaders from the guild in this area came to find me, offering me a job. Saying he'd heard about that I had cleared a, F rank dungeon by myself, which that kind of emergent gameplay is just so immersive, so cool. And I did a couple jobs for him actually, so he does know about me a little bit. Uh, oh wait, I should also say to her that if we're going to work together, no, no, let me change this because I have to say, this is between you and me. If we are going to work together, I'm going to be much more this. So I need your silence. I don't want. All right, let's see what she says. I don't really want people to find out about me because I'm trying to keep low key. Who knows? They'll try to kill me or something. I don't remember if I told her I was starting a guild. Didn't buy all my stuff. I should probably go sell this stuff too. Oh, I forgot to buy stim packs. Oh, I can sell it tomorrow. I can do that the next day. Status screen is keeping me on my toes. Reminding me I gotta get the level 20. All right, thank you, status screen. And yeah, so as you can see, there's a lot of progress on the game. The game is coming along really well. Um, there's a couple of hiccups here and there, but I mean, it's still under development, so that's to be expected. But the game's pretty solid, as you can see. I'm hoping to have a demo out sometime in the near future. And I mean, you can already play the playtest. If you sign up for the playtest, you could play, get your own API key, and you could play. The demo is just going to be a small snapshot of the game, really. You'll be able to try it out, for free. But a very small snapshot to give you just a little taste. But I am trying to get something out within the next couple months, a demo, and I want to be ready for the October Steam Fest, Next Fest, Steam Next Fest. I'm hoping anyway. I wasn't able to get the June one, unfortunately, but hopefully by October I'll be ready to be in that, and I'm hoping to get a lot of exposure for the game, and then go into early access soon after that. So if you like what you see, please wish list the game on Steam. Please join the Discord. You know, sign up for the playtest, try it out, give me some feedback. Um, the people who have been playing and giving me feedback, I've been implementing tons of things. QOL stuff, better UI stuff. When games come such a long way. Okay. This is my chest here. It's got something in there. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please let me know what you think.